What kind of music would you play if you were on a trip with your closest friends? Or what kind of music have you played because you felt sad? Today I'm going to expose why music makes us feel happy or feel sad. I'm going to use three main elements of music to explain that concept: harmony, rhythm, and the grade of complexity that music uses. Just as with nonverbal communication, we can perceive someone's emotions analyzing their gestures, we can also perceive emotions in music, perceiving the elements that music is exposing, sometimes unconsciously. Harmony could be defined as a combination of sounds that creates emotional textures. For example, using the two main types of chords, we can create happiness or sadness. In a research conducted in Africa with people that were not accustomed to Western music nor even tonal music, researchers found that people tend to feel happier when they listened to chord progressions that were composed solely by major chords or that end with major chords. On the other hand, people said that they felt sadness when they listened to chord progressions that were composed solely by minor chords or that ended with minor. An interesting fact is that people declared that they felt stronger emotions when they listened to chord progression that contrasted the two main types of chords. In other words, that started with certain type of chord, major or minor, and ended with the other type of chord. Although harmony is a powerful tool to create emotions using music, rhythm could also add an additional value to those emotions. Rhythm could be defined as the pulse of music. That's why people tend to clap along when listened to their favorite tracks. Rhythm patterns could be defined as the way in which those pulses are divided in smaller parts or bigger parts. People prefer songs that are in 100 to 120 beats per minute, the measure of pulse. That include syncopation and 8 figures of notes. Genres that exposes those characteristics are electronic music, sometimes pop music, and are generally of Latin genres like salsa, cumbia, and merengue. Another important factor for music to express emotions is the grade of engagement of the people that are listening to music. People will predictably prefer low to medium levels of complexity. Low levels of complexity mean music that uses only triads. For example, C triad is composed by the notes C, E, and G. Medium levels of complexity would include chords with extensions, specifically one extension called the seventh. For example, the seventh C chord is composed by the notes C, E, G, and extension B. Genres that expose those characteristics of low to medium levels of complexity are almost the same of the rhythm patterns that I exposed before: pop, electronic, some types of jazz, Latin music, and almost popular music. Musicians develop a deeper tolerance to complexity, and they could tolerate hard or high levels of complexity. Music is a powerful tool that have the potential to touch hearts with emotions. What kind of music do you prefer and why?